Hi everyone, I'm Shelly from Healthy Solutions Spice Blends. I'd like to welcome you to my kitchen and thank you for joining me on Let's Cook Today. So today I'd like to share with you one of my go-to dishes for potluck or for a cookout or anything you want to make ahead. Actually, we're going to be having it with our dinner tonight, so it's really good for any occasion. This dish travels well and it doesn't use any mayonnaise, so it can sit outside if you happen to be going to a cookout in this very humid weather. So what I'm using today is our salmon with dill spice blend. It's from our collection of no salt, no sugar spice blends. And here's what you're going to need for this recipe. Okay, this is called an Orzo Dill Salad. It's served cold, but it's also great at room temperature if it's sitting out for a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with orzo. Okay, for those that aren't familiar with orzo, it looks like rice, but it's really a pasta. It has about the same amount of carbs as as rice does. So it's really no benefit there, but it does have twice the protein of many rices. So what I like to do is I did go ahead and I made a box. I used a 1 pound box. So I used the entire box. I just wanted to show you what the orzo looks like before you cook it. See, it really, really does look just like rice. And once you cook it, it looks a little bit more like pasta, but still looks like rice. So this is a pound of pasta of the orzo that I've put into a bowl. I've cooked it according to the package directions, which are, say, about 8 to 10 minutes. You can cook it a little bit more, a little bit less. I did it spot on at 9 minutes, and it worked like a charm. So here's what I'm going to add to this. I have chopped up a green pepper, an orange pepper, and a red pepper. And I'm going to just, actually it's a half of a pepper. So I'm going to just throw those right in. I'm going to mix that in. I've also taken a small jar, one of those little jars of marinated artichoke hearts. I've drained out the liquid and I've got the artichoke hearts there. So I've put that in so far. And I've got about a half a cup, maybe a third of a cup of sliced black olives. Now, I'm going to just mix this all together. As you can see, the colors are just beautiful in this. And that's really what I like most about taking it to a party, because it just looks so pretty and it tastes as good as it looks. Okay, so now you've really done the hard part. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to make a dressing. I'm using a mason jar because it has the measurements on the sides a little bit easier. You don't really need to be very precise in your measurements on this. It really depends on what flavors you like more of. So I'm using olive oil. You can use any vegetable oil. And I've got a half a cup of that in here. I'm also using apple cider vinegar. And I'm gonna put equal amounts of that, so another half in here. And of course, for the best part, the spice blend. And let's see. Oh, these old hands are not good at opening these packages anymore. There we go. Now, I'm going to throw the whole package in here. You can put in more or less depending on the taste you like. Now, if you're smart, you save the cover to this, and then you can just shake it up. Since I didn't, I'm going to just mix this up. And I'm going to add a little bit more a little bit more olive oil to this. I'm going to put about twice as much olive oil in now as I had originally. And here, so now we've got it all mixed up. Looks pretty nice, okay. Going to take that, pour it onto the salad. Start with about half, don't pour it all on at once. It's easier to add more than it is to take some out. And about half works perfectly in this. So as you can see, it mixes in really beautifully. It's nice and shiny, it's nice and beautiful from the olive oil. Just mix this all up. And you're good to go. Now, one of the other things you could add to this if you wanted to is I have cut up little pieces of salami and thrown it in just to add a little variety to it. The other thing that's great to add in is some cheese. And some feta cheese is actually what you'd want to add in, and I forgot to put that in, so I'm going to grab that right now. I have the feta already pre-chopped. You don't need to get it this way. Again, the block is usually a little less expensive, so just chop it up, and I'm just gonna throw in enough just to add some color and some variety in the flavor. And there you go, okay? Cover this with plastic, stick it in the fridge, bring it to wherever you're going this afternoon, tomorrow, whenever it is. This is a perfect dish, and I promise you, you will come home with an empty bowl of it. So, if you enjoyed this recipe, we'd love to hear from you. Send me an email anytime at Shelly@spiceblends.com. Feel free to call us. We're at 603-622-8744. Chances are I'm going to answer the phone as well, so I'd love to talk with you. If you're looking for us in your grocery stores and you can't find us, let your store manager know. It's very easy for him to order our spice blends. In the meantime, you can go to our website at spiceblends.com. It's where we have lots of recipes, lots of great ideas. We also post these videos there so that you can see them as well. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for joining us. Bye.